Hi everybody, welcome in a new version of Administrative Studies in English. أهلا بالجميع في إصدار حديث لدراسات إدارية باللغة الإنجليزية. This course is modified according to the requirements of the learners. الكورس ده تم تحديثه بناء على احتياجات المتعلمين. Let's present the major topics of the course. We have different topics, beginning with modern means of communication, decision making, means of encouraging and giving incentives to employees, managing meetings, negotiating successfully, holding personal tests for applicants for various jobs. الكورس ده هيتناول مجموعة من الأفكار الرئيسية حول الأساليب الحديثة للاتصال والتواصل modern means of communication صنع القرار decision making means of encouraging and giving incentives to employees هي أساليب تشجيع وتحفيز العاملين إدارة الاجتماعات managing meetings التفاوض بنجاح negotiating successfully and finally holding personal tests for applicants for various jobs هي عقد الاختبارات الشخصية للمتقدمين لوظائف. These topics will cover the course in a lot of meetings, but our meeting today will help us to stand for your level. Our meeting will deal with the diagnostic test for your English skills in business. This test covers business vocabulary, reading comprehension, grammar, and writing, which are critical for English language proficiency in a business context. لقاءنا النهاردة هيكون بمثابة اختبار يحدد لي مستوى مهاراتي في اللغة فيما يتعلق بالتخصص الإداري، فهيكون اختبار تشخيصي diagnostic test. الاختبار ده هيتناول عدة فروع. أول فرع will concentrate on the vocabulary. أول فرع هيركز على الكلمات exactly business terminology تحديدا المصطلحات المتعلقة بالبزنس. هناخد بعض المصطلحات كده ونشوف هل احنا we can define them in English or not. Then we will have a passage to measure your reading comprehension. بعد كده هيكون في عندنا قطعة للفهم. And then we will have questions will measure what's your ability in grammar. And finally you will have questions for writing. You are going to write. بعد كده هيكون في عندنا جزء بيقيس عندنا القواعد النحوية اللي هي الجرامر، وجزء خاص بالكتابة وده هتكون كتابة تخصصية في مجال البيزنس. Let's begin. Part 1 Vocabulary or Terminology. الجزء الأولاني خاص بالكلمات أو المصطلحات التخصصية. We will have 3 terms and each term you will have 3 choices to choose one which is correct. هيبقى في عندنا 3 مصطلحات، كل مصطلح قدامك 3 خيارات لاختيار التعريف الصحيح. Let's begin with the term number 1 market share. You will choose from the following. Is that the total sales made by a company or the percentage of an industry sales that a particular company controls or the profit margin of a business? What do you think? Sure, it will be the percentage of an industry that a particular company controls. So here, the market share deals with the percentage of an industry sales that a particular company controls. Let's move to term number 2, which is revenue. You will have 3 choices and you are going to choose just one choice. Revenue means, choice number A, the total money a company earns before any expenses. Choice number B, the net profit after all expenses are deducted. Choice number C, the total amount of a company's debt. What do you think? What do you think again? Revenue means, yes, that's correct. The choice will be A. So, revenue is the total money a company earns before any expenses. The third one is supply chain, and your choice will be P, the entire production flow of a good or services. So, again, you will have in this part some terms or terminology in your field or in your specification, which is administration. Here we have 3 examples: market share, revenue, and supply chain. Let's move to part 2. In this part, you will have a short business passage, and you will have after it different questions. Let's begin. Passage. I'll read it. Concentrate because you will have questions. Company A saw a 15% increase in revenue this quarter due to its new product line. However, the company's operating costs also increased by 10%, primarily due to the rising raw material price. The CEO believes that cutting unnecessary expenses can lead to higher profitability next quarter. Again, our short passage about a company which is called A. It faces 15% increase in revenue. Why? Because it has a new product line. Also, this company has an increasing in its cost around 10%. Why? Because of the rising of raw material prices. So what? CEO says that they should cut unnecessary expenses to have profitability. I will read the passage again. I give you just a conclusion about what it is about. Company A saw a 15% increase in revenue this quarter due to its new product line. However, the company's operating costs also increased by 10%, primarily due to rising raw material prices. The CEO believes that cutting unnecessary expenses can lead to higher profitability next quarter. Let's have the questions, and I will give you them with the answers. Question number 1. What contributed to a company's increase in revenue? Yes, remember, revenue, so we have 15% increasing. Why? This is due to the introduction of a new product line. So here, the answer will be the increase in revenue was due to the introduction of new product. Question number 2. By how much did companies A's operating costs increase? The costs increased 10%. According to what? according to rising of prices of raw material. Question number 3. What strategy does the CEO plan to implement to increase profitability? They plan to cut unnecessary expenses to increase profitability. Let's have the grammar part. You will find in this part verbs which are in incorrect tense, and you should put them on the correct form. For example, first one, we have the word indication last year. This means that this sentence happened in the past. So, the tense of the verb is past simple. And you find it in your sentence expand. This is not correct. The second sentence have by the time. By the time. This means that we are talking about a specific tense. It's not negotiate, because negotiate is the first form of the verb or the present simple. Let's know the answers. Question number 1. You will change the verb from expand to expanded. I tell you that we have last year. The company expanded its operations to Europe last year. Second verb was negotiate, and it was not correct because you have by the time. By the time the contract is signed, the company will have negotiating for several months. Something will be in the future, and it will have specific time. The last one, it deals with the present. So we are using if condition. It's the first phase or the first condition of if. If the project fails, the company will face significant losses. Here we use present simple because if in the first condition, and the second part have will face. Okay, let's move to part 4, which is dealing with writing task. Here you will be asked to write an email. Look, write a short email from 150 to 200 words to your manager explaining a delay in business project, include reasons for the delay and a plan to complete it on time. I gave you a model answer for that email. The subject is project delay and revised completion plan. You will begin with dear, and you are going to write your manager name. I'm writing to inform you of an unexpected delay in the completion of the, and you are going to write your project name. The primary reason for the delay is the late delivery of essential materials from our suppliers, which has affected the project's timeline. Additionally, a few technical issues arose during the implementation phase, which required additional time to resolve. To address these delays, we have revised the project schedule and allocated additional resources to ensure we meet the revised deadline. Our team is now working extra hours, and we expect to have the project completed by, and you are going to write your new deadline. Please rest assured that we are doing everything we can to ensure the quality and timely delivery of the project. Finally, you will finish your email using this sentence. Thank you for your understanding. If you have any further questions or concerns, please let me know. And you write a greeting sentence like best regards, finally your signature and your name. Also, you can add your position. From the above conversation, we are going to move to another part related with conversation. You have scenario for this conversation. You have starting a new business. You are an aspiring entrepreneur and you want to start a coffee shop in your city. You have come to me for advice on how to begin. Let's discuss your plan. I am excited to start my own coffee shop, but I'm not sure where to begin. What should be my first step? This conversation began with a question. You are thinking what to do. I'm excited to start my own coffee shop, but I'm not sure where to begin. What should be my first step? The second person will answer, that's exciting. The first step would be to identify your target market and develop a solid business plan. Do you know who your ideal customers will be? That's exciting. The first step would be to identify your target market and develop a solid business plan. Do you know who your ideal customer would be? The answer was, I was thinking about catering to young professionals and college students. I want to create a cozy space where people can work or hang out. Oh, great choice. To attract that demographic, you will want to focus on branding, pricing, and overall ambitions. Have you considered what your value proposition will be, or what sets your coffee shop apart from others? Then he answered, I want to make sure my coffee shop stands out. What do you suggest for creating a strong value proposition? A strong value proposition should clearly communicate what makes your coffee shop unique. Consider factors like special free coffee plants, locally sourced integers, and unique flavors. You might also offer a loyalty program or community event space. What ideas do you have in mind? Here, this conversation deals with a lot of topics related with the project of making a coffee shop. Summary of it, you'll have main 5 ideas. Firstly, what is the target market you aim to cater? Here, he concentrates on young professional and college students. The value proposition, he concentrates on how to stand out, the plan to offer, what is the suggested ranks. Then in topic 3, they talk about market strategies they are going to use. For example, they are going to make a website, send emails and newsletters, making advertisements on social media, whatever. Then they talk about the budget, how to begin, what are the startup costs, what are the equipments, what about the rent, what about the supplies. Are they going to have a loan for their business or what? At final topic, they talk about financial planning. They concentrate on developing a financial forecast to ensure they're managing their projects. So the conclusion of this conversation is to start a coffee shop business. It's an exciting journey, but you need to define your target market, create a unique value proposition, and also concentrate what about your budget, what are the strategies and the place you are going to use, the community hub to have audience. The last topic in our meeting today will be glossary of selected topics. Topic 1, or the term accounting. What does it mean? It means the process of recording, summarizing, and reporting financial transactions of a business to track income, expenses, and ensure compliance with legal and regulatory requirements. Balance sheet. What does it mean? It's a financial statement that provides a snapshot of a company's financial position at a specific point in time, detailing assets, liabilities, and shareholders' equity. Number 3, branding. It means the process of creating a unique name, design, or image that distinguishes a product or business from competitors in the marketplace. Then we have business model. A company's plan for generating revenue and profits. It outlines how a company creates, delivers, and captures value. Then we have capital. Financial assets or resources that businesses use to fund operations, make investments, or expand. We have also corporate social responsibility. It will have an abbreviation which is CSR. We take the first initial letters from the term. Corporate C, social S, responsibility R. CSR means business initiatives and policies aimed at making positive impact on society beyond the company's financial interests and legal obligations. Then you'll have diversification. It's a strategy that involves a company expanding into new market or developing new products to reduce risks and dependency on a single income source. Then you have economics of scale. It deals with the cost advantages that companies obtain due to scale of operation, resulting in cost per unit reduction as production increases. Then we have entrepreneurship. It means the process of designing, launching, and running a new business, often a startup, by taking on financial risks in the hope of profit. Equity. It means the ownership interest in a company represented by share of stock or ownership stake, giving shareholders a claim on profit and assets. HR, human resources, is the department within a business that handles recruitment, management, and development of employees, as well as dealing with workplace culture and compliance. Then you will have inventory management. It deals with the process of ordering, storing, and controlling a company's inventory to ensure efficiency and avoid overstocking or stockouts. Then you will have joint venture. It means a business arrangement in which two or more companies agree to collaborate on a specific project or business activity, sharing resources and risks. Then we will have key performance indicators. Key, we will take the first letter, intentional letter, key. Performance, P, identificators, I, K, B, I, S. It's metrics used to evaluate the performance and success of a business in achieving its objectives. Sorry. Such as revenue growth, customer satisfaction, or operational efficiency. Then you will have lean management, a business methodology that focuses on creating more value for customers with fewer resources by eliminating waste and optimizing process. Market segmentation. This is the process of dividing a market into distinct subsets of customers with common needs or characteristics, allowing business to target each segment more effectively. Let's move to mergers and acquisition, and here we can say M&A. Mergers and acquisitions. Business transactions where companies combine or merge, or one company buys another acquisition to grow or gain competitive advantages. Net income, also known as net profit. It represents the total earnings of a business after all expenses, taxes, and costs are deducted from total revenue. Then we will move to organizational structure. It is the framework that outlines how tasks are divided, coordinated, and supervised within an organization, determining role, hierarchy, and communication flow. Return on investment, and this is a famous abbreviation, ROI. It deals with a performance measure used to evaluate the profitability of an investment or compare the efficiency of several investments. Then you will have SCM, supply chain management, the management of the flow of goods and services, including the processes that transform raw materials into final products from suppliers to customers. SWOT analysis. Here, SWOT, strengths, what, weakness, opportunities, threat. A strategic planning tool used to identify companies' strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to formulate effective business strategies. Then you will have target market, a specific group of consumers identified by the primary audience for a product or service based on demographics, behavior, or other criteria. Finally, you will have a value proposition, a business promise to deliver value to customers, explaining why they should choose its product or service over competitors. And finally, you will have working capital. It's the differences between companies' current assets and current liabilities, representing the liquidity available for day-to-day operations. Let's revise the terms quickly. You have accounting, balance sheet, branding, business model, capital, corporate social responsibility, diversification, economies of scale, entrepreneurship, equity, human resources or HR, inventory management, joint venture, key performance indicator, KPIs, lean management, market segmentation, merge and acquisition, M&A, net income, organizational structure, return on investment, ROI, supply chain management, SCM, SWOT analysis, target market, and you will have value proposition, working the capital. This is your home task. Try to answer, and you can give your answers under the video in comments. Give Arabic meaning for the following specialized terminology. You are going to write the Arabic meanings of all of the above terms in Arabic, and we will discuss them at the beginning of the next lecture or the next meeting. Thank you for listening. See you soon. Goodbye.